Hi friends, I hope you're doing really well today. And we are gonna just jump right into this video about having capacity. If you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, checked out, whatever it is, and you're having a hard time, really settling in to take action of what's important around your food and health and body image journey. And, in Monday's video, we talked about how sometimes when we feel overwhelmed and we're spinning and we can't seem to get some momentum going with progress, the first thing I ask people to do really in that video is these are very much action-oriented videos, not just take some information and then go about the rest of your day. These videos are really about not just being hearers of this information, but let's figure out what we need to do it. What barriers do we have? What extra support we might need. And so I'm really just doing a part 2 of Monday's video about where are you using your spoons? If you have 10, how much do the activities that we choose to use our time with take from us? And that's going to then hopefully that will make sense to you as why certain things maybe in your recovery journey are feeling hard. And I did a meme yesterday too, and I had a really great response of it is so hard finding that edge between what overwhelms us and what is a challenge or a risk that we need to take. And I was kind of sitting here, I took a few extra minutes before I came on live here with you all to think about what really what takes so much of our spoons. And I think a lot of it is just the autopilot of how we use our time. And that's what I kept hearing. I was just sitting here with my eyes shut, what is it that people really need to know? And I kept having the word time pop in my head of we've really got to look at how we use our time, what we're focusing on. And that is also what is taking a lot of our energy. So are we using our time gathering more information, but really not looking at the barriers as to what keeps us from doing what we need to do? Let me just give you a really practical example. Let's say that you struggle with food variety. Let's just say that you're really burnt out with what you're always eating, but you eat it anyway because you don't know what else to do. Or variety doesn't really matter when you're on a diet. When you're on a diet, the rules are that you stick with the foods that fit within some kind of categories to help you eat less. And then you never have variety of food in your house to pick from, and you feel deprived. And that's when, usually binging happens, when we have either mental or emotional or physical deprivation. So how's our time being used? Well, our time's being used on trying to fit into the diet, and then our time's being used with breaking out of that jail of that. So what if we used our time to actually settle and watching videos like this and really feeling our feet and our seat and our back and how hungry am I and what would sound good? If I didn't worry about all this nonsense about what people think about our bodies and trying to fit into some regimens is well, what would best satisfy me so my time would be more my own? And that's what I'm saying, redoing the time, redeeming the time. And I'm going to put a little photo I sent to many of my clients, and this is a very generic little grounding and settling, not video, but a little picture of some things that you can do throughout your day, multiple times a day, but especially before meal times. At least before the first, the second, and the third meal times, to really learn how to settle and redeem that time so it actually takes you less time spinning in your head trying to make a food decision. Because if we don't get into our window tolerance and we don't use these tools to help us get into our window tolerance, we're really just using our head to try to manage sensations that we don't actually have a name for. So if we don't name our sensations, then we spend a lot of time trying to use our brains to figure out how to get it right, and that wastes a lot of time. So I'm gonna offer that for you guys just as a little free gift. I'm gonna put down the comments below. So again, this video is a part 2 of I ask y'all, those who are watching live, thank you so much. If you haven't watched video 1, you're gonna watch the one on Monday first for this one to make more sense. But if you need to watch if you watch Mondays, then today is the part 2, is like, what did you notice you spend your energy, your capacity on, and does that match, and is that congruent with your values to be able to eat more from hunger and fullness, more from full permission? And how do you even get to that? Well, first you have to notice, like, well, what am I spending my time on that doesn't actually provide me any more safety or any more congruence with my values? Today's video is about, like, okay, so you did some of that, and now we have to get really serious about, like, how am I using my time in my day? Am I using it on things that actually move me forward? Or am I using it on things that, I don't know, try to help me belong more in the culture, or kind of keep me stuck in a loop of fear programming? Like, what is it I'm doing with my time, and does it match? So I know these videos are not the typical, like, anti-diet videos, but I find that when people are feeling collapsed and not making progress, or feeling so anxious and they're spinning and they can't be consistent, there's a reason for that. So we have to look at what we're spending our time on and get back on track. So I'm gonna keep, like, honestly, a little bit yelling into the wind, it feels like sometimes, of, if you're feeling stuck, it's time to reach out for more support. If you feel like you have what you need, but we're not using those tools, what are we spending our time on? Where are we getting stuck? Okay. And yeah, I'm just here to remind you all that, like, our time is really precious, and I don't want people to spend any more time than possible than they have to feeling stuck. So thank you all so much for watching this video live. I really appreciate you all that come, that share these videos, that like and comment and all those things, because they encourage me to, like, continue to want to serve in this kind of way. And the more you all share with me, either how they help you, or maybe that you need something a little different, that makes my job so much easier to provide support for you. So thanks so much for watching, and we are going to start doing a little bit more videos coming up this summer, getting really, really clear about what you need to stay out of threat responses. Like, we can't help it. Threat responses do help us. They help us alert us to, like, where our boundaries are being crossed, where we're getting off track, where we're getting too stuck in other people's stuff. But we're gonna hold the line, and we're gonna try to keep moving forward, even when it seems like it's easier to check out, or to give up, or to get anxious about things that really are there to kind of make us anxious, and not actually helping us have more safety and security. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.